What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Hybrid Mongoose podcast. And today, guys, is one that's been long overdue. I was sick for, quite a while. Ever since the EV Community Day, the double day. I originally didn't post a podcast that weekend because I got so busy, and I went super hard, for that event. Especially the first day. The first day I went insane, getting as much Stardust with the 3 times Stardust and going nuts with that event. After that event, I ended up getting a little bit of an allergy issue. You guys were so awesome, on Twitter, supportive and everything. And then my son got sick and I got sick. So just the events that happened, I'm almost done with this sickness, with this cold that has been lingering around. I had a cough for a couple more days, but it's almost gone now. But, I want to thank you guys again for all the well wishes and, appreciate your patience with everything. I was consistent on posting podcast every week on the dot, at least Saturday or Sunday. But, with me being sick and everything, I just couldn't do it. I even missed the live stream, the Friday night live stream. And if you guys don't know, every Friday I stream, live for a couple hours, Pokemon Go. So, with all those things happening, it just delayed everything. So thank you guys. It feels so good to be back, to be making podcasts again. And it just obviously I love doing this. This is amazing. And in fact, if you want to help support the podcast, check out my Patreon link below and you can help the podcast directly. Also, there's going to be I got a new merch store as well with all the shirts, all the previous shirts. Link will be in the description below that directly help me. So if you want to get a cool shirt, in Patreon, I actually have friendship tiers so we can become friends. We can exchange gifts. So if you want a shirt or you want to become friends in the game and help me directly with this podcast, which is a huge, gigantic help. Also, to all my existing patrons right now, I really appreciate everything you guys do. The support that you guys have given me is amazing. Today on the podcast is ZoeTwoDots again, which she is so awesome. As soon as I did the first podcast, she's always been so helpful and wanting to be a guest. I swear I could probably call her every week or talk to her every week and she'd probably be okay with it. So that's awesome. That's awesome that she's always there to have a great conversation with. And recently we just hit Ultra Friends in the game as well, which is really cool. This is right when the Lucky Pokemon update came out. This is before the podcast. This was recorded in real time right before the GoFest wrap up with Reversal and ZoeTwoDots. It was actually the day before. So that's why a couple things are dated. We're talking about some things in the past, and it's before, these new shinies came out. It's before, a lot of different things. So just keep that in mind. Next week will be another new podcast with Romina, a YouTuber vlogger, travel vlogger that is not related to Pokemon Go at all, but it was still such a great time. So without further ado, let's get right into the podcast. Welcome my special guest back to the podcast for her second appearance, the incredible, wonderful ZoeTwoDots.
Can't get rid of me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
back.
know.
Welcome.
I know.
Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for being here. Yeah, no, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm glad you like doing the podcast because it's I'm always down for a good conversation and
Hell yeah.
any excuse to talk to you or anybody. I just, I'm really what this podcast truly is a good conversation. That's what I'm after. So
definitely.
Yes. I actually have it lined up right now I'm going to be doing a podcast with a non-Pokemon Go vlogger coming up here soon. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Heck yes.
So it's just something different, So it's just,
definitely.
I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, but yeah, no, it was great meeting you in Chicago. That was so fun. I mean, God, I think about it now and it's you just get a little sad because of
I know.
how
It was
everybody.
such a crazy weekend. It was so bizarre. That little Friday meetup, and I was like, you and you're here,
Right.
And everyone's taller than me. Yay! We're just seeing everyone in person was just crazy, and then it just flew by. It's no, summer camp's over.
yeah, it was summer camp, but me and I don't know if you've seen me and Sparky Joy have been on Twitter writing those. Oh my god, it's so dumb. Like, it's funny. It's funny, but like, I hope I mean, it's probably going to be next year again when we finally meet up again. Most likely. I mean, it's understandable.
Probably.
I mean, you're on the other side of the world.
Yes.
So
tucked away in the little pocket.
So first time in the USA. What'd you think? It
was pretty cool. It was very different to Australia. I'm going to be like recording a video actually this weekend about like comparing the two, because there's a lot of things that I mentioned before. Like I didn't expect to have culture shock going to like another English speaking country, basically.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like, and not extreme or anything. It was just like, okay, this is really different. This is really different. Just like a lot of things that were just simple things, but super different. Like even crossing the road is different. And I'm like, why is this something that's challenging just to cross the road? But I suppose comparing it to like being in Japan a few times, I don't really get culture shock going there. And I can only, speak basic Japanese, but I feel, super easy to navigate, blah, blah, blah. USA, I was kind of like, oh, I need to be like, for the first few days, I was like really aware of like how different everything was. And like, maybe because I was traveling solo as well, but overall, really, really fun, really different, and really beautiful city. Chicago is really cool.
Yeah. I mean, Chicago is it's a crazy city too. Like traffic wise, it's like terrible. I know I complained about it a bunch, but it's you saw a city that's just completely huge. Right off the bat. So you didn't get to see like for instance the area where I live in is not. It's more suburbs. There's a city area, but it's not as jam packed as Chicago was. But Chicago's awesome. I mean.
Yeah, it felt very Sydney-ish to me. Like it was almost a blend of like Sydney and Melbourne, of like the old, like super old school, like sandstone buildings, and then the high-rise, like really modern stuff, like all put together. It had a bit of that vibe, definitely with the traffic as well, and everyone beeping nonstop. I'm like, oh yeah, it feels like home. Sydney's beautiful. But I don't live in Sydney either, so it's kind of like where I live is a bit more chill, like less built up, less crazy traffic. But yeah. Yeah, it was really nice.
I noticed on your way back home, you sent me a gift from Vietnam, and I'm like, that has to be a layover.
What?
I swear.
No, there was a at the airport in San Diego. I think there was like a sister. I think I know which Pokestop it was. It was like a little commemorative, like our sister airport in Vietnam.
Oh.
So it was like a plaque in the
I got trolled. I got trolled because I seriously thought like I was like, wait does she have a layover in Vietnam?
No, my layover was in San Fran. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how long is that flight from Australia to here? How long was that?
It was from Sydney. So I have to drive 2 hours to Sydney, then
15 hours. Oh.
15 hours from Sydney to LAX on the way in, and then a layover there, and then 4 hours to Chicago. Then pretty much repeat it on the way back.
That's a brutal trip. That's a lot. That's a lot of traveling. Wow.
It was exhausting, and especially trying to I was trying to like prepare for like the time zone differences. So on the flight over, it was awesome. It was empty. It was like the first time I've had an empty flight in so long. Completely empty. So they were like, spread out, pick a row, lie down, whatever. And I was like, cool, I need to sleep on the flight, even though it's 9 a.m. Australia time. I need to sleep on this flight because when I land in the States, it's going to be 9 a.m. Like it's going to be morning time. So I need to be like ready to go and try and not stuff up my sleep schedule.
Right.
So that kind of worked going there. And then coming back, I was like, cool, easy, sleep on the flight back so that when I wake up, it's morning time, Sydney. And then it was the most packed flight ever for the 15-hour flight. So I'm sitting like this the whole way back, and I'm like, I can't sleep, and I hate doing this, and I want to be back in Chicago with my friends. So,
right.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep at all. So I was awake for over 40 hours, technically coming back home because I didn't want to then sleep in the middle of the day and screw up getting back into Australia time. So I was like, how long has it been? Okay, it's 40 hours. Cool. I'm gonna film a news show, see how that goes. Like, so.
Oh yeah. That's rough.
But
that's rough. You're like filming it from your bed. You're like, Today in
should
the
have actually.
news,
That'd
I
be
got
funny.
back.
Today in ZTD news, and just like have myself tucked in.
That's a video idea though. That'd be
Yeah, that's
interesting.
actually not a bad idea. I should have done
uh,
that. Oh
yeah,
well,
but
next time.
we had a great time though. That was so.
Yeah.
The only thing I regret is like not having enough time because, like you said,
Yes.
didn't get to talk to a lot of people, didn't get to hang with other people. It just, you look back on it and you go, man, I had so many opportunities to hang out with different
Yes.
people and stuff and all that.
And to have
And
like proper collabs and stuff, like not just us all, because it was awesome, like the meetups and stuff, but it was all
oh
like very
yeah,
sporadic, like you and you.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like if we
yeah,
had a couple extra days to like hang out and do a video with X person and Y person, like
yeah. Oh, totally.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I
Because
was kind of lucky as well because I purposely stayed for the like 7 days because I was like, I'm gonna pay to get to the USA. And like,
yeah,
the channel supporting me, like viewers supporting me to get there. I'm like, I should make the most of that money and stay
definitely.
for
Yeah,
a week, not just like fly in and out on the weekend. So I feel like I got pretty lucky having a couple extra days there just to like chill out and like get to know people a bit better. But definitely I think
definitely.
next time I'd like to stay even longer.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna plan a little bit longer as well. Like, what
Mm.
was funny is because me and Kyler, and he was with me,
Mm.
my little brother. That's what I call him now. So like,
Aw.
we hung out like at the actual Airbnb a lot. Like we hung out
Yeah.
constantly. Like we were hanging
Nice.
out. I was giving him like tips on editing if he showed me something or
Yeah.
whatever. Right? We're just hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm editing stuff. He's editing. It was fun.
Nice.
We spent so much time together, but what's funny is because I had Go Fest on Saturday, he had Go Fest on Sunday. We never met up to like really collab. Like,
Yeah.
and we were with each other. Like,
Yeah.
it's because
Yeah.
like every single time he would see me, I'd be like already done, like
Yes.
recording for the day, and I'm just like, I do not feel like recording. Like, don't
Yeah.
look at me. Get that camera away
Yeah.
from me. So
Definitely.
it was hard. It's like,
It's like a hard balance as well because
yeah,
there's like you want to do like collab stuff together and like film stupid videos or fun videos together, but at the same
mhm.
time, like having that camera downtime was really, really good as well. Like the dinner and stuff, like just having like no cameras and chilling out
Definitely,
or like
yeah,
catching up with people like through the Monday and Tuesday. Like sometimes just being like, I'm not going to film this. Like we're just like having a good time, like seeing the
right.
sights. Like let's just enjoy this. So yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. Yep. And I was Go Fest Day, I was wiped out. I gave like
Yeah.
120% to that live stream. Like
Hell yeah.
I was going nuts on that live stream. So I was having a lot of fun, and by the time that ended, I actually looked at the footage. Like no joke, of me before and after the live stream.
It's like a quick before and after picture
Oh
of like
my
your
God.
face, and you're like,
I look so like tired and disheveled. Like after, like my
Yeah.
hair's all messed up, and like I just look tired, and I'm all like, "There's a
There's like
torque
the
right
sweat
there."
sheen of like.
That live stream was awesome though, because like
Mm,
that will never happen. And I know I wasn't supposed to do it, but just like like that type of thing would never happen again, because
yeah,
I was like walking up to you and saying, "Hey, say hi to the stream." I walked up to
Yeah.
Straight Up Knives, Chuck.
yeah.
I walked up to Dark Matter Wolf, Sparky Joy. I'm Tauntaun trained. I mean,
Yeah.
to have all those people there to
People
just
in like
pop.
one.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like this live
Definitely.
stream will never happen again
Yeah.
in this way. So
Yeah.
it was a cool moment, it's just like, oh look, and
Definitely.
everyone would freak out on in the chat, be like, oh, Dark Matter
Mm.
Wolf or whoever, right? So
Yeah.
it was a cool thing, and I no regrets, no regrets,
No regrets.
no regrets, right? Yep.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, no, I wish, well, obviously I want to go to Australia for sure.
Yes.
100%.
Get over here.
I'm gonna try to get my passport and all. I told myself I'm making it to 2 Go Fest events next year. That's my goal.
Hell yeah.
Whatever 2 that they are, I'm gonna shoot for Japan though. I'll be honest with you. So it'll be Go Fest in the States, then Japan, whatever Japan event they have
For next year or
for next year. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Not
Hell
this
yeah.
year. I can't do it. I don't even have
Yeah.
my passport's
Yeah,
not
it's
even
gonna take so
sorted
long to get a
out.
passport.
Yeah. So all of
Yeah.
that's not sorted out, and technically I'm a legal alien. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, what?
Look, I need to go back across the border to get my papers,
if
get my
they
passport.
if they
Come
find
back.
out, I'm going to be deported. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. Uh, but no, I haven't even been to Canada since the game has come out. And Canada's like 30 minutes away. I mean, it's right there. So it's I'm like, I need a passport because in Michigan, they have this thing called an enhanced license, which is like your license, but it's like it works like you can go to Canada. The problem, I might as well just go for the passport because I want to go to Canada and other places anyway. So I might as well just focus on that, get the whole passport, and get ready to go with that. So, no, this is
hell yeah, do it.
I know I need to. Mark my words. I'm going.
Get locked in for one of those serial killer looking photos that you have to stare at for the next 4 to 6 years.
There you go.
You're like, oh, that's my face when I enter a country.
Just do that.
Pass it over, damn it. Mine doesn't look too bad this time, thankfully. But holy dooly, my previous one, I looked like a 14-year-old that was just blazed out of their mind robbing a grocery store. I looked so bad in my previous one.
None of those photos look good. Your driver's license or passport, anything like that.
Practice really hard to have a very neutral but still pleasant face.
Right.
Years of practice of being disappointed with passport photos.
So God. And, it was funny because the one time I don't like to smile because if I smile in pictures and I'm not actually laughing, I look like a douche. I feel I feel like I just look terrible if
you're doing the
I'm
not with smile with your eyes kind of thing, and you got this weird.
I just unless
grimace.
I'm actually laughing, I don't want. I just hate that, So
no, I feel that.
So the last time I got my driver's license photo, they were like, "You can smile if you want. We can take another one." I'm like, God, it came out so bad.
Oh no!
It looks terrible. I hate it. But that's okay.
Sucks.
That's okay.
That sucks.
So I want to talk about this brand new update, the Lucky Pokemon. The Lucky Pokemon.
Yeah.
What do you think of this update so far?
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cute. I know I've been getting a lot of feedback, people being like, I didn't get a lucky, this is a stupid update, blah, blah, blah. But it's in my mind, it's something that's going to be around for forever now in the game.
Right.
So I'm trying to be really patient and not rush into doing all the trades or trading all of my 2016 stuff and waiting till we learn a bit more about it, if there's better methods for getting luckies. So I'm hyped. And I'm trying to contain my little tradey hands before I trade up everything special. Because I before the update, before we found out that it was older Pokemon have a better chance of being lucky, I was like, okay, I really need to clean out my inventory. Do I really need these old Mankeys from 2016?
Right.
No, not really. And now it's damn it, I should have kept them for just trading as trash for something that a friend has that I might want as a lucky, or to try and get a better shiny lucky or something. So rip in pieces, but still got plenty of stuff to trade, and I'm keen. I want my lucky Togepi for no other reason than to have one. So.
Yeah, no, I have a goal right now where I want to get. I'm trying to build a team of all flying type Pokemon to fight a Machamp solo. That's the whole goal of it. We're way off now. Okay, so you won't know this, but we had to edit some stuff out because she's swearing like a sailor. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So my whole goal is to get a bunch of the commons, a Pidgey and a Natu, and use them to power get as many unique ones as I can,
just
and
random birds.
Yeah, and try to power them up because it's going to be half the Stardust. So it's worth the stupid little thing. But the problem is I want 15 attack, right? So that's going to be the hardest part. Is I'm going to have to keep trading them over and over, to try to get that 15 attack one. What I found out though is the first day that the Lucky update dropped, I got a lot of Luckies. I got them really fairly easy. I tried yesterday, I didn't get a single one.
Really? How
And
many did you
I traded
yesterday?
about 4 2016 Pokemon, and I got
Oh,
0.
I was gonna say that could just be
So,
like purely coincidental. I did a live stream like the minute the update went live because
yep.
Alan doesn't play his account anymore. So I was trading 2016 stuff from Alan's account to my account
Yeah,
for
yeah.
stuff that was caught yesterday. And I wrote down exactly how the encounters went. So it was um like whether it was lucky or not. And I think the longest streak of not getting a lucky was like 6 in a row of
hmm
no lucky, and then back to like 2 luckies, back to not. So I was trying to figure out like a percentage.
hmm
Um, but yeah, I can't remember what I worked it out to be, but out of like 26 trades, we got 8 luckies. So someone that's good at maths can figure that out percentage wise. But
Right.
yeah, because I was
Wait,
like, oh,
what
maybe
was it?
like there is a cap, and then it was like no, 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 no. Yes, here's a lucky one. So I was like, probably not enough trades to figure out a direct
Right.
correlation, like
Did
an exact percentage.
did you say 8 out of 28?
8 out of 26.
26. Do math right now.
Mathematics.
That's like 30%. It's basically
Yeah.
yeah, it's like 30%. So that's actually pretty
Yeah.
that's really good actually.
Mm.
That's really I mean, I got a bunch at the beginning like I said, and then all
Yeah.
yesterday I didn't get any. And I was like, "What gives, man? Did they change it or something?" Like,
Mm.
have you gotten
Because you
any
could just be unlucky and like keep rolling
That's
but not
true.
30%. Like, I mean, I play a lot of like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. So it's like
Okay.
we're always like dice rolling and like just chance kind of stuff. And it's like,
Gotcha.
well, yeah, if you think about like how many times you roll a dice in that game, how many
Right,
times you
right.
actually land on a 20 or a 1, like
I get what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
you could just be, even if it's 30%, it could be like 90% chance, but you're just like so flippin', I don't want to say unlucky, but like unchance
I get what you're saying.
to
Yeah.
like keep getting that 10% bracket. Like, yeah.
No,
So,
I get what you're saying. Yeah. You just
mm,
it could definitely be that all those trades I did yesterday just
yeah, rolled
rolled bad,
poorly.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also trying to go after I don't have a good Kyogre with 15 attack.
Ooh,
So I'm actually going
nice.
after that too. So
Yeah.
somebody who has like a crappy one, just here, trade me it, see if we can,
Oh, hit
you
me
know,
up. I've got
you
so
know.
many crappy ones.
I mean, I do too, but I'm trying to get like a
Yeah.
15 attack lucky one, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I do see
definitely.
some benefits to it, especially for me because I like to do a lot of the solo gym type stuff.
Mm,
I can just do stupid combinations and save on Stardust and not,
yes.
you know, just try to funny
Yeah.
stuff, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, like you said, I think it's good.
Mm.
They're gonna be around forever.
It's like
Uh,
a fun, just an extra fun, like bonus, like a little treat
yeah.
for doing trades and stuff. Like, I don't think it's going to be the be all and end all or necessarily be game breaking, but it's like,
hmm
oh, you're doing some trades with your friends. Oh, here's a nice little treat for you. Have a nice little reward, save some Stardust. And it's like, yes, awesome. Like, that feels good.
Right.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Did they actually
I
confirm
think,
it that can you get a shiny lucky? Is that
yes, yeah.
possible?
Someone tagged me in
Okay.
it like the first hour. It was crazy.
Okay, I'm
They got
curious
a
because
shiny
like,
lucky Dratini, I think it was. Yeah,
whoa. I mean,
yeah,
if that's
which
good
is
IV,
nice.
that'd be crazy. That'd be
Yeah,
crazy
me and a
good.
friend did and here's a tip for all your listening. Me and a friend did a shiny for a shiny trade, hoping for luckies. We probably should have done a shiny for a 2016 and then waited for the next day and then did their shiny for my 2016
Right,
to
right,
up the
right.
odds because the shinies are still quite new, like they're this year. So hot
Right.
tip, don't go shiny for shiny. Spend an extra day and do old for shiny, old for shiny.
Right. And
Um,
I really want
yeah.
a good I didn't get a good IV shiny Charmander, so that's definitely
Mm, on your list.
yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to go for that as well to try to trade
yeah,
that. Um
definitely.
yeah.
I want lucky regionals now. I've got a
Oh.
lucky Kangaskhan and I'm like, oh no, now I want them all. Now I
I
want them
mean
all.
the Pokédex does look really sweet.
Yeah,
Like
it's beautiful with the
you know,
blue.
like when you see that, yeah, it does look really
Yeah.
cool. And my first lucky Pokemon was an Entei,
Ooh,
which it
nice.
looks so cool.
Mm,
Like just the fire, and I mean it looks
yeah. The fire
completely
Pokemon look
awesome.
amazing with the like bokeh like light background because like the little
Yeah, yeah.
embers going off
Yep.
and the little glittery background. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
It is definitely cool.
I was gonna say I'm personally like loving the whole trading thing as well because my thing in the main series games, like especially when X and Y came out, my thing was always to like get into the game, pick my starter, and like power through to the daycare center, so I could like breed heaps and heaps of eggs for the starters, trade
Hmm.
people for the other two starters, breed heaps and heaps of eggs, and then pretty much give people the starters that they didn't get because people always want to like,
Oh,
oh, I couldn't
nice,
pick
nice.
between, you know, this or this, and they wanted both. So I would like give them away to people or one to trade them away,
That's
just so that
really
someone could get
cool.
like an
Yeah.
actual cool Pokemon. So I started doing that from X and Y through all like the newer, every other game that came out from then. I would just give away really cool Pokemon just as a, I don't know, felt good kind of thing. So having that now in a way in Pokemon Go where I would always be hatching eggs in the main series games. I can hatch eggs here and I can like now trade decent stuff to
Right.
other people or give people something that they like or
Hmm.
can get use out of. Like my friend yesterday or the other day when we were doing trades, he loves Nidoking so much. Like he has an
Oh,
army of
nice.
Nidokings, like 30 something Nidokings. And I was like, I've got one from 2016. It's legacy moves. It's like I'm never going to use it. Like it's special to me because it's 2016, but that's about it. You
Right.
love it. Like let's trade and see if you can get one. And he got it as a lucky. So it's like that means more to him than having it just sitting in my like
Definitely.
inventory as well. So it's
Yeah.
like I like that I can like yeah, I can give people stuff now in the game that's like special to them.
Right. Yeah. Do you think they're going to actually add like any of that type of breeding in the game? I mean that.
That would be cool, but mechanically I'm curious how they would do it. Like if you would
Yeah.
have to go to a Poke gym that's actually like the. Remember, like in the first year, they were saying they wanted to make Pokemon centers
Yeah.
as well
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
Pokemon gyms, and then that kind of like fell away. Um, so I'm curious if they'd be like, you know, take your Pokemon to the Poke Center or, you know, certain gyms
Right.
or a daycare. Um, otherwise, yeah, I'm not sure how it would function, but it'd be kind of cool, I think. Because then you could like, you know, specifically breed Pokemon for people and like then trade them and try and get good IV ones and stuff like that. So I'm
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
Very curious.
That'll be really fun.
Mm.
I'm well, like right now with the whole trading thing, which I was fully against at the beginning. Like I was like, this is going to be terrible. But now I mean, I'm all for it now. I mean,
Mm.
I think it's awesome. It's definitely one of the biggest updates, and I think the trading in friends update has really brought a lot more new
Mm.
people back. There's a
Yes,
lot more
yeah.
new people back,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny because a lot of the people, because we have a really big like Facebook group that's local.
Mm.
Like there's like 16,000 people on it. It's huge.
Jeez, yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. So some people are coming back in
Wait,
like
16,000, not 1,600.
yeah,
16.
16,000.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
16,000.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a huge Pokemon Go
Mm.
community here.
Huge.
And actually, and actually in this area,
Mm.
a lot of my friends are 80 plus mil. Like 80,
Damn.
yeah, they're crazy. So, yeah, they make me look like terrible.
Everyone makes me look terrible in comparison. My XP is so bad.
I mean, I've been 40 since like August of last year. So almost
Nice.
a year, and I only have like 33 million. That's it.
I've been level 40 for like a month. Don't throw shade. I don't even know. I'm going to check what my XP is
Well,
at
hey, you know,
because
some
full-time job,
people don't
23
grind.
mil.
23.
Yeah,
So,
I could never physically get the time to grind. And I know that that's like, I suppose like, so it's not that I didn't have the time to do it. It's like the time that I
right.
had free was not being put as a priority into Pokemon Go. Like I was working full time doing YouTube part time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like when I was playing, it was to film a video, and then in my free time, it's kind of like it was divided between filming more videos and spending time with family. So it's like, am I gonna go grind in Adamstown and like lure up all the stops and like, you know, sit in the park in the middle of the night, or am I gonna spend time with my family? So
I
it's kind of
get.
like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
surprised I even hit 40 that quick, and I did work 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
well,
same.
it's because I was just slacking off all the time, you know, just playing. I'm just
Mhm.
kidding. I just sneak off. I just leave randomly. They'd be like, "Where'd you
Yeah.
go?" I'd be like, "I had to
Yeah.
Go to
If I had a
outside for a
gotcha
little
or
bit.
something, like if I had a gotcha while like working full time, I would have been 40 in like 2 minutes. But because
Well,
the Go Plus vibrates so loudly, I'm like I couldn't just like have it. I'd have it clipped on my work skirt like,
mhm.
against my body, like facing in, so that it would sometimes muffle the vibration. But it's so loud in like a quiet office space that I was like, I'm like, damn it. I'm like I should have just
Right.
modded it or something. But I was like, can we just turn off this vibrate feature, please, so I can catch some Pokemon while I'm working?
Right. And
So,
actually my old job, I actually had a Pokestop at my work. So
nice.
I do have a gotcha, so I would turn it on, and I
Yeah.
never ran out of Pokeballs because I'd
Mm,
every 5 minutes it would spin that
yeah.
Pokestop, and I was
I had
like,
like two stops that were
yeah.
just out of range at my work. If I went to the bathroom with my phone, I could reach one. I could reach like this one
Uh
Pokestop. So yeah, I was like always just out of range. But I used to get crazy spawns like at work. I'd be like on my lunch break and there's just EVs everywhere. Like so when the game first came out, I was like drowning in EVs. And everyone else was like, where can I go to find an EV? They're so rare. And I'm like, just come to Hunter Street, dude. Like they are everywhere. So I have like heaps of like 2016 Flareons, Vaporeons, Jolteons because I was just
yeah,
using
yeah.
them for everything in gyms.
Yeah, oh god, Eevees were so good at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
Vaporeon was like
tank,
very good.
absolute
Probably
tank.
probably too good. I mean, honest even now probably too good cuz like Suicune is like weaker. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Suicune should
Am I
be its name. That was a terrible pun.
I almost thought I
But
was like, did I say it wrong? She's like correcting me.
no,
Like
weak. Your moves
Sweek,
are weak.
Sweek.
Suicune.
I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
I was I was I was slow. I was slow.
It's okay.
Okay, so right now with the current game the way it is there anything that you feel is like missing, like that you
A
think we
search
should?
bar.
Oh
A
God,
search bar in the front.
yeah.
Um, mm, like realistically,
Mm-hmm.
I think some small quality of life stuff, like just some really little bits and pieces,
Mm-hmm.
small quality of life. Like I'm personally not someone who's like, oh my god, when's PvP coming? Like when it comes out, I'll use it, but I'm not. As I was saying before, like my thing in the main series games was like breeding and trading,
Oh
and just
yeah.
like playing the game and getting Pokemon that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So in like PvP was never massive for me. I was never heaps into like competitive or like building really cool teams because I felt like I was a bit out of the loop on what was meta. I was like,
Right.
I don't have the time to invest in learning how to get a meta team. So in terms of what's missing, yeah, I think it's just small, like really small quality of life stuff for me personally, like the search bar, being able to filter things in different ways or in, I think, smarter ways, like filtering for who needs a gift, fixing the bugs where when you open a gift, it takes you back to the top because that wastes so much time. Um,
Right. Oh yeah. Small stuff like
mm,
that. Yeah, because I
just little things like being able to search for Pokemon, like in Defender, like just typing in gym. Because Defender, I like spell that wrong 5 times on the journey to spell Defender, like just because of my thumbs
right.
getting in the way. Just like
Yeah.
some smaller things. Um,
I
yeah.
set
Oh,
up some
yeah.
shortcuts for and Zabowski actually told me about this one. You can put in like QQ for example, and it'll automatically
Yes.
complete with Defender or whatever you set it up as.
Oh, like in
So
your
yeah,
keyboard.
in your keyboard, yeah. So you set up
Cool.
these
That's smart.
little shortcuts to do Defender. Boom, you're in.
That's smart. Actually, I should do that.
Yeah. So
But also, why isn't it just a thing in the game?
yeah,
So
no,
like set up keyboard shortcuts for it.
true,
Like
true.
I used to have when it was like the old battle system. I used to name all of my Pokemon kind of by type, but with like the prefix AA, so it would pop up when you sorted by name. So I had
I had
AAI for my Cloisters to verse Dragonite,
yep.
AA Bliss for stuff that was good against Blissey, so it would like come to the top, so I wouldn't have to like scroll for 30 years to find
Right.
it.
The only other thing I think I'm missing, like the Friends update that just recently came out, the sorting
Mm,
feature where you can
mm,
nickname and all that. That's
yeah.
actually great if you're trying to get like your top 20 friends. You can nickname
Yes.
them.
I've
And
done. Yeah.
what I've done is I found out if you try to name them just by number, after you
Yeah.
get past 10, it screws it up because you're
Yeah. You
like,
got to go 0, 1,
yeah, yeah.
0, 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so what I ended up doing is doing like A1, A2, A3, and then when I get to like when I get to 9, I just go to B1 like on the next
Yeah.
one, and I mean it's gonna work. It's just
Yeah.
it's
I
just
made mine like just like a letter. So I had like exclamation mark for my
oh
top like
okay.
5 people. So it's like my top 4 friends that I see in real life to like
Hmm.
we're gonna be doing some like regional trades and stuff with Torkoal and all that.
Right,
And then it's gonna rotate, like say for example, if I'm coming back to the States and I'm gonna see you guys would go into
hmm,
exclamation mark as well, because I'm gonna see you physically, we should level up faster. Then like
right,
A
right.
is the YouTubers and other real life friends. B is my mods and
Oh, I
international friends
see.
that I'll never
Yeah, yep,
delete. C
yep,
is
yep.
Patreon supporters, blah blah blah.
That's a good
Um,
idea.
so
Yeah.
it's like sectioned off pretty cleanly, but at the same time, then it still takes forever to get to certain pockets. If I'm like, okay, I'm giving everyone who's a Patreon supporter a gift today, I still have to like,
I
if I could
I'm
just type in
I'm
C, it would filter all of my C nickname
yeah,
categories at the
yeah.
top.
They need
So
a search bar, or they need that. I don't know if you've seen it in other apps where they have that scrolling bar. If you hold the side and it goes like A, B, C,
yes,
we need that
yes.
in the game in general. Like to be able to hold the side and be like A, B, C, D, D. You can see it as you're going up and down.
Yeah.
Oh, it would help with Pokemon too. It would help a
Mm,
ton with Pokemon. So you'd be able to go through and just whoop, there it is. Um,
there he is.
I'm still really like waiting for PvP. Like I
Yeah.
I really want that. Yeah. So
I
I think I'm gonna go nuts when that comes out.
think it'd
I'm
be fun. Like it'll definitely be a really fun update. Like just the different kind of comps people can have. Like I'm curious to see how it's going to work functionally,
mhm.
but also really cool to like interested to see like what kind of battle royales people do. Like I'm gonna call on it now. I'm gonna start a baby league. So everyone like it's a thing in the main series games as well, but
Oh
like
no, that'd be
baby
fun.
Pokemon only, like just has to be small, baby, cute, like and just
Oh,
go to town, like just
that
Togepi
sounds so
versus
fun
Pichu
though,
and stuff.
doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
It's
because
like
it's like
take
Pokemon that you can never use in like gym battles. So PvP, baby league, Zoe2Dots locking it in.
I want to do a fight club like a weekly what
Yes.
like meetup where
Yeah.
everybody meets up and
Smackdown.
I've even like scouted out areas that look like coliseums almost and
Yeah.
I'm like that's where we're gonna film
Yeah.
that and this was like way
Go
long
some back
ago.
alley like
I no
skirmishes.
there's this place in Rochester Hills
Mm,
that has these like it's like a circular column and it keeps going up and it's like
nice.
it looks like a little mini
Like a
coliseum and I'm all
battle
like
arena.
this is perfect for this
Yes.
are you kidding me? So
Hell
yeah,
yes.
I I can't wait. I want to try to really like go to town on that and have like
Yeah.
leaderboards and all that stuff just for
That'd
fun,
be
you know?
cool.
Yeah, cuz like I think the competition in the game, especially for the hardcore people, is they need that competition, right?
Mm,
So
yeah.
they've come up with things to have
Yes.
competition. Who
Yes.
has
Like the most
it's
candy or the can beat this boss
exactly
the fastest or the
exactly.
strongest, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm into the I'm into the gym, solo or duo.
Mm.
There was a point in time where me and my buddy Eric, we actually we did break the record for the fastest 2-man Tyranitar. And
Hell yeah.
that was on the verified league,
That's
verified level 4.
awesome.
So like that was awesome. We're like, yeah, we beat the best time, And it's like since then he's beat the record again with another friend. So
Prude.
what a jerk, But but I understand. I mean,
Yeah.
we had some really strong
Mm,
machamps, set
yeah.
up to beat that down.
I
But so
really want to do that like Silph Road, like the moth one, like using Venom. Like there's that
mm,
challenge to beat, I think it's Executor with like only a team of Venomoth. And I have some
oh, okay.
spicy little Venomoths. I'm like, I love that Pokemon. Like I want to do that. So I think that's going to be one of my like upcoming goals to do that. But
Yeah, I
yeah, I
mean,
think for PvP, it's going to be awesome for like just weird stuff like that. Like who can do the fastest XYZ battle.
right, and
Um,
I think you hit on a funny point though. Like that would be funny to do. Like you could even do like a starter like
Yeah.
Gen 1 starter fight, and you can't
Yeah.
power them up. Like they got to be in their
Yes.
original form. So people are going to
Yeah.
be using Stardust and just like a Squirtle or whatever, and just
Yeah. My
you know.
maxed out Togepi is gonna wreck shop.
Did you
Calling it.
maxed out a Togepi, right?
I've got 100% of it's almost maxed out. I've stopped
Wow.
putting dust into it because it's kind of silly at this point.
Right.
But pretty much my goal is to, once Togekiss comes out, I've got 100% Togepi and 100% Togetic. Gonna evolve the Togetic and then just power them both up, so I can't ever have enough candy to accidentally evolve the 100% Togepi. Like it's a fear that I'll accidentally evolve. So I'm just spending all of those candies and like just never.
I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. I actually have 100% Togetic. So
Nice.
yep,
Yeah.
I actually do have 100%. I hatched a Togepi. So
Yeah, Togepi was my first ever
I evolved
100.
it, and I remember when I saw Togetic in the wild a couple times, and that was exciting.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, definitely.
Because that's not
Yeah.
something you normally see. You know, that is like a
I
what?
caught Togetic before I hatched the Togepi.
Did you really?
That's how long it took me. So long.
Wow.
Like since when the babies launched, it took me 4 months to hatch a Togepi, and I was hatching full bags of eggs every day.
That's nuts.
It was ridiculous. I screamed when I hatched that Togepi. I was like, yeah. It's my favorite Pokemon. I like flipped out. I was like, finally.
Right. Yeah, no, that's
so happy.
That reminds me, there's certain things that happen in this game that are like that. Like
Yeah.
like Gen 1, I needed a Porygon. Couldn't hatch one for the life of me. Couldn't find one for the life of me. You know, like it took forever. I forget when it was, but it was well after people already finished their Gen 1 Pokedex. Like people are like all finished and like, you know, done, got everything.
And you're like,
I couldn't find it. And then I eventually hatched it, but oh my God.
That was Hitmonlee for me, I think. I was like, where are you?
My friends were trolling me so hard. Like,
oh, I have this nice Porygon I put in the gym, and you're like,
yes,
damn.
exactly. They would do that all the time. We were on different teams. They'd take the gem and then put a Porygon in there just to be like, look, got it, you know. So wait, so the one that you were missing was Hitmonlee or
I think Hitmonlee was the one that took me I always forget which one's which. Lee's the one that looks like a sock, yeah. Like a glove.
A sock.
He took forever. I just like, it was not spawning anywhere, and I can't remember exactly how I got it. I think it was a wild spawn, or I finally hatched it, but that one was taking me forever because like I used to do, I did for Gen 1 and for Gen 2. I did 2 videos where it was like evolving one of everything. So I would like make sure I had enough candies for everything, and I evolved every single thing that was like achievable in the game kind of thing.
That's crazy.
So I didn't need it for that, but I was like, oh, that's a cool idea for a video, like just to have, especially when the game was first out, to show here's one of everything.
I mean, that back then that was a big feat. I mean, you had to really like plan everything out, go through the Pokedex,
and collect the candies, and
make sure you have all
EVs as well. I was like, oh, random chance.
Right.
I had 50 EVs or something put aside, like hoping that I would be able to roll exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
you already used the trick, right?
Back to back was fine. Yeah, I'd already used the trick.
Yeah, the naming trick and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was lucky. I got them all straight away. So.
Speaking of Eevee, are you hyped for this community day?
So hyped.
The hype.
Yes. Yeah. I called it. Like, someone needs to go back and find the live stream where I called it. I was like, Mareep was cute. Everyone got angry. Then it was like something rare, and then it was a starter. They're going to do something cute. I was like, if it's going to be something Gen 1. Functionally, if everyone's going to have a sook, they're going to pick Geodude or Machamp. But I'm like, oh, it's going to be something fun like Eevee. I'm like, I need someone to go and find that bit of audio where I said that, because I'm like, called it. Called it. So I'm super happy that it's Eevee.
Yeah.
Super happy.
Yeah, I actually.
Holy moly. Need to catch so many.
Oh yeah. Plus it's 2 days. It's 2 days.
Yes.
So it's gonna be awesome. It was gonna be awesome.
So good.
So since your trip back, has anybody been asking you for your Silph Road badge at all?
Not really.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, isn't like massive in Australia, or at least in my area, it's not super massive. A lot of people have started using it in Newcastle. So probably for Community Day, I'll be doing like the little handshakes and stuff. But in the States, like when I went to like GoFest, before I started any handshakes at like the meetups, I had handshook with 7 people. And I came back with almost 300 handshakes.
That's crazy. See, I
so it's, like,
regret not doing it
massive there.
more. Like, because I look back at mine, I think it was like, mine's pathetic. I'm like, oh, it's like 38 or something like that. I'm like, what is that? So, yeah. No, I wish I would have done it more. But, yeah.
I think I'm trying to push it to be more of a thing here as well, because it's a good little resource, like the nests thing. Like, we don't have scanners anymore. Like, reporting nests is like really useful again.
Definitely.
Just like the research that they do and like the little articles that they do is really informative. So I'm going to try and just keep like, hey guys, have you got the Silph Road app?
Right.
Keep plugging it. So
yeah, the Discord, the biggest Discord in my area was actually asking about me, because some of them don't even know, they didn't even know about my channel, but when they saw the badges of the YouTubers and they were like, who is this person? And I was like, how dare you? No, I'm just kidding.
Stop my channel.
It's like, how dare you not know who I am? I cannot believe this. No, just kidding. So I was like, you know, yeah, like they were like, where are you at? I want to get your badge. Like literally like messaging me in Discord. I'm like, what?
That's awesome.
It's cool. It's definitely cool. So this community, I still got to make a video for it, but this community day coming up, I'm going to be throwing 2 separate meetups in 2 different places, because it's the 2 days, to basically be like, hey, I'm going to be here this day. I'm going to be here this day. If you want my badge, that's where I'm going to be. So it'll be a lot of fun. And
that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to Rensen again, which is, I've talked to you about this place before. Hitmon Lee and Hitmon Chan spawn there just randomly too.
Oh wow.
The place is crazy. If you ever were to visit me here, I'd be like, let's go there. Like that'd be one of the first places I would show you, just to be like, look how crazy this place is, you know? So but you know, I missed a Hitmon top there. There was a wild one, and this is a good question for you. I missed it because I was pulling up my camera and I was trying to get everything ready. So I was like, oh, there's a Hitmon top there. I got to set up recording. So I set up my camera, click record, and then like I got everything recorded and synced, and I was like, hey guys, there's a Hitmon top right there. And I went to go click on it, and it despawned literally as
you're like touching.
As I was touching the screen, it was like, bye. And I was like,
bye.
I was like, what? Like, I'm like, you saw it. It's right there. Like, and what's funny is I've never caught a Hitmon top in the wild again. Like I've never seen one in the wild since then.
I think I've had one in the wild. Yeah.
So I was like super sad, because it's like Gen 1, I was like, okay, I would complete a Gen 1, but I definitely want to catch every Pokemon in the wild in some capacity, you know, which I did do. I did actually catch every single Gen 1 Pokemon in the wild.
Nice.
In some shape or form, you know. But has it ever happened to you where you were trying to get ready to record something and something just was like, oh, it's gone or whatever?
Yes, definitely. So I now pretty much I will start screen recording. Like if something crazy pops up, I will like turn on screen recorder, encounter it, and then like at least it's in that window. Then I'll set up the camera and be like, kind of cut out the excess time and be like, okay, we've got this here. Yeah. But at least then it's got like the animation of it coming in. And hopefully it doesn't despawn.
You can just do a fake reaction too, you know, just
because I try to avoid it. Like I like for shinies, like when it's authentic, but at the same time then you're walking around with like this, you got like 20 minutes of footage like waiting for a shiny, like on Community Day.
Yeah, and
so like I want authentic reactions. So sometimes it'll just be like this really weird angle of me like walking cord, just filming nothing, and I'm like, raw! Like here it is.
Right. Yeah.
And then other times it's like, crap, I already clicked on it. Like, let's go and set up and just take a nice talkie shot or something.
Yeah. So Zapdos Day, I actually did record every single raid to try to get my reaction.
Yes, I did too.
And it worked out good, because I don't know if you watched that video, but I got 4 Zapdos shiny Zapdos in a row. So my reaction and everyone else around me was insane. like
Yes.
insane. Like it was such a cool thing to get that reaction because I was like, oh, am I
Yes.
gonna get back to back? And I was like, yeah. And then by the time I got the third one,
Mm.
our me and Chi's friend Dukes in the back seat was literally
Yeah.
swearing like, what the beep? Like I was like, no, I'm gonna have to edit
No.
all that out. Like, but it was,
Just edit a little pika
and,
over
th-
every swear.
and then the fourth one was just insane. Like, I was just like, how is this happening?
That's
Like,
crazy.
and we didn't. How many raids did you do for Zapdos Day? I'm just curious.
Between 32 and 36.
That's
I lost count,
good.
but it was somewhere in there.
That's
Yeah.
very good.
It was very good. We had like Axel had and a couple of other people made this like list. It's like this perfect kind of like start from further in town, and like you can gyms and work your way out from the middle of Newcastle. Like they just made like this perfect list. So it was just like
Nice.
non-stop. I'm like, this is really smart. Like it's a very good little map. So
Definitely.
would recommend sit down and like get your little maps out and plot that stuff. It's so good.
Oh yeah, there was a group in Kansas City that got like 60 something. It was insane.
What?
Yeah.
They would have just been running from everything,
Oh,
wouldn't they?
oh yeah. They're pretty much just as fast as you could probably go.
Yeah.
So
Like unless it's a hundo, like probably like not even try and catch it.
yeah, pretty much.
Holy moly.
Or 98. That's my rules, 98 or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's why that I actually had an opportunity to do a Wafu raid, but I chose because my Chi was like, "Hey, if we do Wafu, you're gonna get a hell of a lot more. If we go here with these people, you're gonna do a lot less, but you're gonna meet a lot more people." And I said, "Let's just meet people. I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that serious." We only did 22. Only did 22 raids,
Mm.
and out of 22, I got 6 shinies. Like,
Gee, were you serious?
yeah. It
I
doesn't
got
even.
one out of like 36.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
It was like I'm being rewarded for hanging out with more people. That's all I can
Good.
say. Because like I know
we did Carfu.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty much still Wafu, but like it's not like the full van. Like we've done like a full van of people before.
Yeah.
But I think even though we were doing it in the car, it seemed more like we had it locked down a bit tighter this time. Like the driver was like purely driving, like they wouldn't pull over and then participate. Like they would hit the stop, we'd all get in, and then they proper straight away drive away.
Right.
So it was like more efficient. But there was less of us as well, which was pretty cool. But at the same time, I'm like, being cramped in a car.
Yeah,
but like you can't really walk raid in Newcastle. Like it's all very spread out.
Okay.
I mean you could, but you'd really maybe only get like 10 raids in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. Like Wafu, like is fun, but at the same time, then it's like I want to get out and take like nice AR pictures of it, or,
right.
that kind of thing. So
Then people are yelling at you like, "Get back in the car! We're going! Quit taking the picture. We gotta go!"
Last raid, I was like, please get out of the car, because I was like in the back of the car. So everyone has to like get out to like, man, I'm like, can we please get out of the car for the last raid so I can take a picture? They're like, yeah. I'm like, thank you.
Oh god, yeah, it's a little too serious.
Like,
it's a little too serious for me. I was even telling
pretty chill, thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, I heard of Zabowski, my friend, who's my neighbor, who has 130 mil.
Damn.
She has gone to Toronto to do the Wafu with them a lot, and they are like, they're intense. They're way more hardcore than I could ever be. I mean, you probably get yelled at for going to the bathroom, like it's like very intense and very, and part of that sounds cool. Like it'd be cool to experience it, but I really feel that after about 3 to 5 hours, I'd be like, let me out right there. I'll meet up with you guys later. I'm like, I'm done. I've done enough. I'm gonna go eat some food or something.
Ooh, like at least with the legendary birds, it's 3 hours. You kind of like cool. Like if we
it's perfect.
Break, happy days. But then like when we did the full day of Latios raids, like the full Wafu day, it was just like, oh my goodness, like, we've been in this van for a long time. Like,
how many raids did you actually do?
Oh, I honestly can't remember anymore. I would have said in the video, but I think because it wasn't, it's not spawning on every single gym. I think it was probably around the same, like 30 something to 40 raids.
Yeah.
just because it's like, yeah, very spread out, lots of driving throughout the whole, waiting for things to hatch. Like it was one of the days where we didn't really get lucky with what was hatching there.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think the Zapdos and Moltres days are like really good. It's just like 3 hours, it's everything. Like go for gold.
Right.
Pump it out. Yeah.
It's not too
I would
bad.
die if it was a full day of like every.
Yeah, you would just, please stop. You'd end up somewhere so far away from where you originally started because of the way.
Definitely.
Okay, we're 4 hours away. I don't know how we get
from Sydney to Newcastle.
I don't know how we got here, but we definitely did a lot of raids.
Definitely.
So yeah, we did it. We made it to 53 minutes.
Boom.
Minus the swearing that you did. I have to edit that up.
Look, I heard you drop a pretty serious swear word in that edit, so keep an eye on this guy. Keep an eye on him.
That's
crazy.
Funny. But yeah, so at this point of the podcast, we like to answer some questions. And also, if you guys are watching this now, we're doing another podcast. Zoe is awesome enough to be on this one as well. Hopefully we can talk still by the time we I mean, this isn't too long.
I'm gonna have a sleep. I get a full sleep in like before that happens. So
yeah, we got plenty of time. Yeah, so tomorrow we're recording another podcast, and that's why we avoided GoFest. That's why we weren't talking about GoFest. In case you're wondering, like, why are they not talking about GoFest? It's because we are, we're waiting to talk with Reversal about that, and it's definitely going to be cool because he was part of the summer tour squad, so he's going to have a lot more insight on that side of the story that we did not see. So
definitely.
But we're going to answer some questions right now. Let me pull that up. Thank God for hashtags. Can you imagine how hard it would be to do your weekly thing if you didn't have hashtags?
Oh, dude, seriously.
You'd be like,
I can't. Impossible. I'm like, please. Also, if you're watching, tag me in more news stories, please.
Right.
Because people are like, oh, why didn't you cover this? And I'm like, because I didn't know about it, but now I do. Hit me up in them tags. I love to cover like different angles, community news, like.
Definitely. Yeah, my Master Chi really keeps up to date on the news. Like he's really good at that. So he's like, he would tell me about something. I'm like, dude, yeah, awesome. I'm like, always tag me. I'm like, text me. If you see something new, just text me right away. I don't care what time of day it is. I could just tell you I already saw that or whatever. Because like sometimes I don't catch the news when it happens. So the first question is from a person, you may know her. It's me, Kristen.
Hey.
Who is awesome. Who I met. We met her at GoFest. Yeah. She's awesome. Yeah, she said something on Twitter the day before because she's like, "Oh, I didn't take a picture with you." So like, I made it a point that when the live stream was going, I literally was like, "Live stream, you're gonna have to wait," and I took a picture with her.
Yay!
On purpose because I was like, I might not see you again. Let's just do this right now, So, but her question's gonna pop up on the screen right now. It says, "What or who was your inspiration to start making Pokemon Go content?"
Ooh. Okay. So my channel originally started out as like a Japan vlog channel kind of thing. I got obsessed with like watching travel videos before my 2014 trip to Japan. And I was like, well, why don't I just do this? Because I'm obsessed with watching them. I might as well like make something and maybe I can share something from Japan that people haven't seen or whatever. In a fun way. And I always wanted to do like a gaming channel as well, but I capture cards. The Australian internet was so bad until last year I couldn't physically live stream. We had less than 1 meg uploads.
Oh my God.
So just certain things were physically impossible to like do. Like uploading my YouTube videos took 3 hours for a 15-minute video. Ridiculous. So
oh yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty much when Pokemon Go was announced, like it hadn't even come out yet, but it was announced, I was like, holy moly, like I'm like already getting used to like the vlogging thing and filming myself. And I just need my phone. Like I don't need a capture card. Like I just need to record my screen. Like it was like two worlds collided. Like it was perfect because I'm like, cool, I don't need to have the expensive setup to capture cards. I've got a camera, I've got a phone. let's do it. And I started preparing this video for like, you know, hi, my name's Zoe. I'm going to be doing like Pokemon Go videos. It's coming out in like a month. So I had prepped all of these like get to know me videos. And then Pokemon Go dropped that week. And I was like, no way, because Australia got it early as well. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Ah! So immediately I pumped out a video from the first day that it was out and didn't really stop. But yeah, I think definitely not having the prep work in held my channel back quite a bit, because there were already people that were like preparing and covering news about it coming up, and so it took me ages to actually get growth, I suppose. But yeah, I didn't have a particular inspiration. It was just like, I love games. I've loved Pokemon for forever. Like there's a lot of Pokemon stuff here. And
you know, you got a problem. Like, you got a problem, okay? You got a problem with those plushies. Don't look at this stuff.
Don't look at them.
And this giant Pikachu right here. Don't look at that. Oh my god. So for myself, and I did touch on this for my 5,000 subscriber special, which that was a rough ending. If anybody watched the ending of that, I did get a little weepy, but happy tears, of course.
Yeah.
But when I saw trainer tips, and honestly, it was kind of like, they're doing that? Like, I was like, how are you doing that? Like, I was so blown away by the whole concept of, look, here's the game, here's a vlog, I'm exploring. And what's funny is, I think I saw Lachlan do it first. I saw Lachlan's like YouTube videos first on Pokemon Go, and I was just like, I need to do that. Like, the idea was in my head already. Like, I need to do that. And when I first started making videos, I didn't even have an actual good camera. I used 2 different phones.
Yeah.
So I'd use a phone and use another phone, and I still did good, you know. But of course the quality suffered. I mean, it's not as good. It looks okay. It's definitely better than nothing, but it looked okay. So I saw a lot of inspiration from that. What's funny is I had zero desire to make vlogs in general until Pokemon Go.
Okay.
I made like maybe 1 vlog on my channel, maybe 2 ever. And then when Pokemon Go came out, it gave me a reason to vlog. And I've said this with Kyler too. I feel like I'm just a boring person. That like without the game, I have nothing to, you know, like,
that's so harsh.
No, it's just it's a joke. It's a joke, but it's just like, you know, I'm a gamer, so it's like unless I'm going somewhere and doing something, my vlogs are gonna suck. You know, like you know, like so. I'm of course you know, so that's funny coming from that side. And actually, as I started doing Pokemon Go, I started watching other vloggers that were successful, seeing what they do, you know, and just kind of like trying to learn from them. Not even Pokemon Go related. Like I would look at Casey Neistat and stuff like that, and see his style of editing and see what he does to maybe even improve on my own vlogs. So, I mean, now, obviously, if I were to do a vlog about I'm going to Detroit or something like that, of course I can make it good even without Pokemon Go. But back then, starting out, I definitely needed the game to get things going.
Get you rolling.
Right. Okay, so next question is from Master Chi. My man. Master
He was
Chi.
super lovely. So lovely to meet you.
He is my Hawk Frost for you. Like he is the Asian Hawk Frost. So like he's got a good question though. He's like it's gonna pop up on the screen right now. It says, where did your signature red bow come from?
Oh, look out, and I'm wearing it too. I think the red bow became just coincident, like specifically the red bow became coincidental. I've been wearing bows for like forever, really. I was actually curious. I tried to scroll back through my photos and find like the first instance of me like wearing bows consistently. But I would just wear them at school like 24/7. Like it was my thing, just about. Like Zoe was the one that wears the bow. And it got to the point where if I wouldn't wear a bow, people were like, "Oh, are you okay? Like, is something up? Like you don't have your bow on." And I'm like, oh no, I just didn't wear it today. Like, oh, we thought like maybe you were in like a bad mood or something. I'm like, oh shoot, like this has become part of my identity. So it always just stuck around. Like I had a bit of a hiatus. I think last year I didn't wear many. And I don't know, I was just going through like a weird phase last year as well. Everything's a bit stressful and nah. And I was like, I need to get back into the bows. Like they make me feel happy. They're like a little color pop, like bit of fashion that I enjoy because I don't wear much like jewelry and stuff. So yeah, bows have always just been like the thing. I think the red one stuck around because it's like the biggest and most noticeable one.
Right.
But definitely I need to I'm about to say I need to invest in more bows. I have so many bows. But I want to get like a big ones like this of like the baby blue and baby pink because that kind of like matches my brand a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. They just make me feel good, so I wear them a lot, and it's become a thing.
Yeah, it's definitely your thing. I don't have anything like that. I mean, not
It makes it easy
fashion
for people
wise.
to find me as well. Like when my little Sprite, they made that with the red bow. I was like, I'm so glad I packed my red bow.
That's right.
Because that was honestly how people were like, oh, we saw the red bow in the crowd, so like we came and tracked you down. Like you're
That's
little
true.
pixel.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
that's how Dromes found me. I was walking around on the Saturday, and he was like, hey, and I'm like, hi, are you? He's like, yeah, I'm Dromes. I'm like, oh my god. He's like, I saw your bow. I was like, that's hilarious. Like that's how
yeah.
like people can identify me now, I suppose, which is good. So
No,
I'll take
that's
it.
cool. That's cool. So you've been wearing them your like whole life. That's
Pretty much, yeah.
awesome.
I've always been wearing like big hair stuff. Like even going back through like old photos in like preschool, I've got like these massive scrunchies in my hair and like you know like the little fountain ponytail on the top of the head with like a big scrunchie, like big bright hair
Right.
stuff. So yeah.
But yeah, so this was an awesome time. This was
Hell yeah.
great. We're gonna have
Thank
to
you
do
for
it
having me.
again. Well, thank you for
Tomorrow.
being on here. Yeah, tomorrow. People are gonna be like, "Where's that podcast?" I'm like, "Next week." I'm sorry.
Next week.
Well, it actually helps me because I can get ahead a little bit. But yeah. So that is gonna do it for the podcast. Is there anything you want to say, Zoe, before we end this?
Just that I love you all. Have an awesome day, and thanks for hanging with me in hybrid. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Bye.
And that is going to do it for the podcast, guys. What a great time that we had. We had such a great time. ZoeTwoDots, amazing. Check out the link below to subscribe to her channel. If you haven't already, what are you doing? Get your life together. Go check out that link and the other links in the description below. If you want to help the podcast out, check out the merch store, check out the Patreon below. So that is going to do it for the podcast, guys. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.